Hi, it's Kurt with Inspection Over Coffee, and one of the questions we get asked. This is always the most important thing, and in my opinion, it's a thing you got to get done, but it's not usually that big of a deal. If you've never gotten a license before, it might feel like a big deal. Some states require they're just a pain, and what happened is like you got to understand this isn't government, this isn't states, this is just a bunch of people that made a bunch of rules, and sometimes they make the rules to benefit themselves and to harm you. So if you some states require you to ride along with inspectors or to have hundreds of hours. If you're in Texas or Massachusetts, those are two of the most difficult states. But then you go to Colorado and California, and as you're making this video, there's no licensing requirements. So you do have to have a license in order in some states. I think 38 states. So I'm just going to walk through basically what that looks like. You're going to have to take whatever their minimum amount of hours is. Now, if you're lucky, you're in one of the states that allows you to do the online training through NACHI, N-A-C-H-I. So if you type in nachi.org, this will take you to the NACHI website. And basically, they're the big behemoth. They're accredited with colleges in some places. And usually the state will allow you to take your training through NACHI. This is the least expensive way to get through the training. It's, I think, at this point, $59 a month, or if you pay annually, you save a little bit on that. But you go through those trainings, they give you certificates that say you completed that, and then you're either going to have to take your state test or you're going to have to take the national test. Now, there's lots of problems with the national test, but again, you got to do whatever you got to do in your state to get it done. There are two big books that where all the answers come from for the national exam. The national exam has actually been sued and lost because they talk about things that have nothing to do with home inspection. But again, if you're in a state that requires it, then you're in a state that requires it. It is what it is. At this point, I'll be really nice. You have no clue what you're doing, right? It's just like when you go get your realtor license, you go get your Series 7 to be a financial advisor, whatever the case may be. Like, you actually have no idea what it means to go out and get clients or to actually work with clients. This is like the basic bare minimums the state require for you to do that. So I like to say that like our franchise model comes in and it's everything after the license, right? Because we teach you the whole business building side of it. And then let's say you passed whatever test you had to pass, you took all your classes. If your state requires ride-alongs, you do the ride-alongs. And then you will have to submit an application. And then typically with that application, they might ask for proof of insurance or proof of a bond. They will do most likely a background check on you. They take your fingerprints. Because again, you're going to be a stranger in a third party's house, so they don't want, again, every state's going to have different rules, so I'm not going to say what they don't want, but they don't want bad actors in people's houses. And once you have your license, that's when you can sit down and go, all right, how am I going to go get clients? And when I get a client, what am I going to do for them? But this is just focused on the licensing part. Again, it's just a thing you got to do, whether you're going to work with us, some other franchise company, or even just start your own inspection business. The licensing is just a necessary evil. But what I would compel you to do is there's one last little tidbit, just as a favor. Once you get the license, you're going to want to try and figure out what software you want to use. Man, this is a really important decision. Most of the software companies provide you with like a vanilla template, but you really need to be taking a lot of notes as you're going through all the trainings, because those templates will get you into a lot of hot water because they are very vanilla, very thin, and you will miss lots of things if you just go off the template. So if you want more information on that, we have templates available. All right, so that covers licensing, and I hope this is helpful. Take care.